Uh, uh, ah. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, aka Stage Dive Guy at Bloodaxe Fest. I just got back from Bloodaxe Fest over the weekend in Japan. I'm back here in Korea, and I want to do a nice recap of Asia, Japan's for sure biggest hardcore fest, possibly Asia's biggest hardcore fest. So yeah, so Bloodaxe Fest has been going on for like 20 years now. I went the first year in 2018 when Turnstile popped up, and then I went again in 2019 for when Knocked Loose headline. And I would have gone in 2020, but we all know what happened and everything. A lot of stuff couldn't happen. They've had some blood axes here and there. They've had some bands come through when things were getting easier on restrictions on traveling. But this was like the first full year where like everyone could like come through. And so just to name some of the bands that came through were like the headliner, Pain of Truth, Tsunami, All Out War, Speed, Whispers. Those were the big names that came out from other countries to Japan. And all the heavy hitters played as well as Loyal to the Grave, Numb, Sand, all the Japanese like legends came out and played. And so with this, I want to run down the festival with you guys and just overall recap it for y'all. The venue is really nice. It's at a place called Club Cheetah in Kawasaki City. So it's outside of Tokyo. So if you're ever thinking of coming to Bloodaxe Fest, it's really easy to get there from the main airport close to Tokyo Bay, like maybe 30 minutes away from there. Where it's located, it's a nice area with shopping and eating and stuff like that. So you'll be very entertained. The only thing about the venue is when you go in and out, you have to pay $6, 600 yen to get back in and out. That's just what this club does. It's just a Japanese law and stuff like that. I'm not the biggest fan of it since I'm straight edge. I would love to go out to the convenience stores to get drinks and hang out and stuff, but it just sucks having to go pay that $6 fine fee to get in. So, and the inside of the venue is pretty small. It's big in the stage area, but like the chilling area, it can get a little tight and stuff. So that's the only thing about the venue that's kind of like not the biggest fan of, but still a great venue nonetheless. I would like to run down all the bands and just tell you what I thought about them when they played and play some small clips for y'all. The first opening band was Decasian. Unfortunately, I couldn't see them because I was waiting in line to watch them. So I thought I was hearing like music from like the PA system. That was just like background music, but it was actually them playing. So I can't really comment on how they performed, but you can watch this video. If you like what you heard, I have a review of their album on my review page, Diazable Album Reviews on Instagram. Check it out. I'll probably upload a video about their album pretty soon. Next we have Views from the Sows. I think I'm saying that right. Metalcore band, early 2000s metalcore style band. They sounded really good. I saw them a couple months ago in a smaller venue. They didn't sound as great, but they sounded much better here. Very, very good. And they covered Marauder, Life is Pain, which was really cool. So I think they have probably like overall, maybe sound wise, they might have been the best sounding band for me, or I would say the best like turned my opinion around from them from seeing them before. Like biggest like, oh okay, they're not that bad. So here they are. It's All Good. This is like more of a hardcore hip hop kind of style side project. I think, I don't know, it just didn't seem like a main project for a lot of people because like the drummer for Numb is in it and some other people. It just seemed like more of a fun, goofy project for them. And overall, it was kind of all right. Their pacing was a little weird because they would like throw in some interludes and like the timing of how they were playing. Like it was really hard to mosh and stage dive to them for me personally, and their pacing was just a little off. Next, we have Cruelty from Japan. Heavy death metal band with a little bit of hardcore to them. They were solid. They played well, had good energy. Yeah, it's first time seeing them. Thoroughly impressed. Cruelty did a great job. The hype is real with them, I think. So yeah, definitely check them out. Next, we have Whispers from Thailand. Probably the most like the leading band in hardcore from Thailand, because heard so much about them. They play really well. They might have been the most scariest band in at the show, because they were just in the zone. They were just being nasty. Like, the pits were crazy. Stage dives are nasty. It was insanity for Whispers. So definitely check these guys out. They're coming up in the world, I think. Next, we have Indication, which is like a new side project from like members from Loyal to the Grave and like other bands and stuff, and some older bands. More of like early 2000s, like post rock with some hardcoreness to it. And I was a little surprised that this band was playing, because they have like a demo out with only one song, and they played like 3 songs, and it was like an okay set to watch. The lead singer broke his foot apparently, and he was out there trying to do his thing and everything. It was impressive. But I think what I wasn't surprised was, when they finished, like, they played like 3 songs, and then another band played. So it was like a secret band. So I thought that was cool that this fest did the secret band thing, and they brought out a band called Birthplace, and they are, I think, an early 2000s hardcore metalcore band from with a lot of members from all over from different bands in the Japan scene, and I think everyone got really stoked on them, because all the Japanese people were going crazy. I've never seen them before, but everyone was going off for them. So yeah, Indication, Birthplace, that was a really interesting selection in the middle of the day to have them to play these 2 bands. So next, we have Gang Called Speed. I can officially think, I want to say, for this fest, they had the set of the day, I think. High energy, massive stage dive, massive moshing, great like camaraderie. I didn't realize the bass player and the singer, the brothers, they were switching instruments with each other. I think the guitarist was switching instruments and moshing with everyone, stage diving in. Very, very, very interactive. So like, and I know they're really hyped up and everything. And I was a little worried, but man, they bring it. They definitely bring it. So yeah, check out Speed. Then we have Gates of Hopelessness, metallic metalcore band. Personally, like, their album, not the biggest fan of it. Watching them, they were just kind of there, all right. Like, Um, I mean, they work hard, they practice hard, obviously. They just didn't grab my attention or anything. I just didn't really feel much from them. But yeah, they're they're your style. They're your style. Check them out. Then we have Loyal to the Grave. This is the band that has started Bloodaxe Fest. They've been on every Bloodaxe Fest because our main man Koba has been putting in so much work to really nurture and grow the hardcore scene. So anyone who's involved in Japan hardcore, been to a hardcore show in Japan, give mad props to my man Koba. He's doing so much good work out there for everyone, and he's like the nicest guy ever. Their set was pretty good. I feel like possibly underrated set because a lot of people weren't really watching them, I feel like, and weren't giving as much energy as they should, but they were giving like a lot of their energy, and like underrated. And I think they had the best sounding guitars. Hero was playing really, really good, and they just sounded really crunchy. Tsunami. Everyone was super hyped about them. Tsunami has a lot of hype to them for sure. They bring a lot of people to shows. Let's say that. Do they bring the best people to shows? I say they're a great band. I love listening to them, but a lot of people who don't really know much about hardcore end up showing up because of Tsunami and causing some fights here and there. I think their only fight was during Tsunami, and it wasn't even like a legit fight. It was just dumb drunken fight. Set was good. They sounded really good, but overall the most impressive thing was their drummer Benny. He sounded just like he did on the record. Even without a snare, he still was able to get that tight snare sound. So yeah, I think drummer of the night and everything goes to Tsunami. We have the band Sand out from Osaka, like heavy beat down hardcore. Always they deliver. They sound good. They go wild. They never falter when they play live. They bring the fear when they play, and everyone is ready for it. So tried and true, always good. Sand. Then we have All Out War, classic 90s metallic hardcore. One of the founders, innovators, one of the earliest bands to do this style of metallic style hardcore. This is my second time seeing them. First time I saw them was 2018. Knew a little bit about All Out War. Was not a fan of them. Didn't like the performance, or just wasn't feeling it too much. No shade to the guys. They weren't my style at that time. Now watching them again, learning more about them and stuff, I understood it a little bit more, and they did it. They had a very solid set. They clearly know each other well, practice very often. Like it's second nature to them, and they do it well. They're not phoning it in all these years later. They bring that same energy. I think they're bringing that energy from when they first started this band. So very, very solid set from All Out War. Very good. Numb, legendary Japanese hardcore band. Like no one can touch these guys. They bring out everyone's anger and like I don't say positivity, but it just everyone wants to have fun when Numb comes on. Like everyone like ran up to the stage at one point and just was like, the whole stage was covered with fans and stuff. So they can really get people excited and hyped up for sure. Absolutely. This is my second time seeing them, and the first time seeing them since they dropped their new album. The stuff they're playing off the new album live still matches, still holds up and everything. I think though their set was really good, but I feel like the Japanese crowd doesn't know Painter Truth's songs, or just doesn't know them that well enough. Because when I saw Turnstile, when I saw Not Lose, people seem to be going more nuts for them, but Painter Truth, I feel like people weren't going as off for them, and I felt like the vocalist in the band could feel that, like, it wasn't as off the chain as it should be. But by the end of the set, it did go like more wild, more crazy, and I think people were getting more into it and can feel the vibes. But I feel like a lot of people didn't check them out beforehand, and I love that their closing song, their encore, they did Madball, Set It Off. Great way to end the night, I think. And so they did good. They had good headliner energy. I just think the crowd was a little unfamiliar with them. But yeah. So that's my little recap of Bloodaxe Fest 2023. A lot of people had a great time here. A lot of people saying it was the best Bloodaxe they've been to, hearing that a lot. And I've been to 3 so far, and I will genuinely say, maybe because I know more people, I'm fleshing out more time with people, seeing like bands. The thing is, I've seen all these bands before and everything. Maybe 1 or 2 I haven't seen before. Maybe Speed was like the only band I really wanted to see because I haven't seen them. But yeah, the vibes are really good and everything. I have to agree. Maybe because I was meeting my friends and everything. But yeah, this probably was the best Bloodaxe so far up to this point, at least in my attendance and everything. It was really, really good. Even though there was a fight and everything, but that was still like nice and everything. Like, it was handled very well. They're doing a great job, everyone at Bloodaxe, Nerds Record Shop, Ice Grill, Koba, everyone, Hiro, doing a great job in creating a great hardcore scene and a great fest out in Japan and Asia. So yeah, I highly recommend, if you guys ever are curious about coming to Japan to see Bloodaxe Fest, I'm telling you, the flight ticket, the plane ticket, going to Japan, everything. If you can scrounge up the money, go for it. It's worth it. It delivers every time. You're gonna have a great time, and you'll meet great people. So yeah, that is my recap of Bloodaxe Fest. Thanks for coming on by, guys, and I will see you later with some other music stuff and discussions. Bye.
Hey guys,